What's up, sauces and slashettes? My name's Nightfall, and welcome to a different type of video. We're going to be making a fan-made chapter today. Or not making, I'm going to be telling you about a fan-made chapter that I made about one of my own horror stories called Arson. So I'll be using Ghostface footage in the background just because he's the closest to the killer from the story. The killer's mask it's not a scream mask, but it's like a scream mask, but it's like a pumpkin. But Ghostface is just the one that looks the most like him, and we'll be starting with the survivor because they're the least interesting, and then ending with the killer. So without a way, let's just get on with it. New survivor, Tiffany Westcott. Tiffany Westcott was just a normal college kid, until one day, her father was the latest victim in a string of murders. After going to the police, she realized that their investigation was going nowhere, and so she set off to do her own investigations, looking over who was attacked and who could possibly be the next victims. Of course, by doing this, she came face to face with dire situations that she barely survived. Tiffany Westcott come with 3 teachable perks that make her a good aura reader, allow her to hide, and escape the killer. Her first perk is Gaining Closure. Learning to investigate on your own unlocks potential in your aura reading abilities. After fully healing an injured or dying survivor, the killer's aura is revealed to you for 4, 5, and 6 seconds. If you want something done right, then you gotta do it yourself. Her second perk, Smoke and Mirrors. Having been in dire situations, you've learned how to both hide and distract. During times when the killer would see your aura will appear at the farthest generator from your location. Smoke and Mirrors has a cooldown of 45, 30, and 15 seconds. A distraction? That's fine. You can't hide forever. Her third teachable perk is Survivor's Guilt. Despite your best efforts, you've never saved a victim. When you are the last remaining survivor, press the active ability button to instantly heal 1 health state and gain the endurance status effect for 10, 15, and 20 seconds. No matter how hard you try, you're never able to save them, are you? New killer, the Ghoul. The Ghoul is a meticulous killer who stalks his victims, kills them, and sets traps for the police whenever they arrive that when set off burn any evidence he may have left behind. Killer power, Gift of Arson. Special ability, Tripwire. Start the trial with 5 tripwires. Press the power button to place a tripwire. Tripwires can only be placed at vault locations, broken breakable walls, and pallets. When a survivor runs or vaults through a tripwire, it bursts into flames, injuring the survivor by 1 health state, inflicting them with the burning status effect, and causing them to scream, revealing their location to the ghoul for 4 seconds. After placing all 5 tripwires, the next one placed will remove the oldest tripwire. Special effect, Burning. Burning will injure a survivor over the course of 16 seconds unless they are within the killer's terror radius. When in or out of the killer's terror radius, burning will decrease a survivor's movement speed by 5%. Survivors can recover from the burning status effect by completing the Extinguish action. When inflicted with the burning status effect, survivors cannot be injured by another tripwire or pyro trap. Special ability, Pyro Trap. Start the trial with 1 pyro trap. Press the power button when looking at a generator to place a pyro trap. Doing so will highlight the generator with a white aura. Press the active ability button when looking in the direction of a highlighted generator to detonate the pyro trap. Special ability, Detonate. Detonating a pyro trap will injure all survivors currently working on the generator, inflict them with the burning status effect, and cause them to scream, revealing their location to the ghoul for 4 seconds. After detonating the pyro trap, the ghoul can then place another, but only on a separate generator. The ghoul has 3 teachable perks that allow him to remain hidden, find survivors, and inflict status effects on them. His first teachable perk, Unwanted Presence. You always stay hidden and watch from the shadows, unknown to your victims. When at least 3 survivors are within your terror radius, you are granted the undetectable status effect for 5, 10, and 15 seconds. Ever since that day, I've been behind the smoke, waiting, plotting, watching. His second teachable perk, Pyrotechnician. Your love for destruction unlocks potential in your aura reading abilities. When kicking a generator, all survivors inflicted with a status effect have their auras revealed to you for 6, 7, and 8 seconds. He leaves traps at every scene, burning any evidence he may have left behind. His third teachable perk, Feel the Burn. If your victims try to escape, you'll make them work for it. When starting a chase with a survivor, they are inflicted with the exhaustion status effect for the duration of the chase. Losing the chase will cause the effect to linger for an additional 20, 25, and 30 seconds. None of my victims have ever managed to get away. You're a fool for thinking you'd be different. And that's all I have made for this fan-made chapter. I didn't make a map mainly because to be honest with you, I don't really have the location of the story set. I just know it takes place somewhere in Oklahoma. I don't know, like, the city or anything like that. So I didn't make a map just because I literally have no clue what I would do for it. Besides, it probably just looked like Haddonfield, honestly. That'd probably be the closest map that we have currently. Also, I'm sorry that I didn't have, like, an actual drawing or something of Tiffany or the ghoul. That's mainly because I currently am unable to use my drawing tablet because I don't have a pen for it, so I can't really draw on it. I can, I guess, if I really, really tried to do it, but I mean that'll take ages just to complete a single line. So that's why I don't have any drawings of the actual characters, but the Ghostface skin I was using is the closest skin in the game to the Ghoul's character because, like I said, it's a lot like the Scream mask, and he has a pumpkin face type of thing. And Ghostface in the Scream franchise was the biggest inspiration for the Ghoul in Arson. And if you guys haven't figured it out, Arson is a slasher book. It's about Tiffany trying to save people in time while also trying to catch whoever the ghoul is so that she can get closure for everybody who was a friend or family member of the victims as well as herself. But other than that, I don't really think there's anything else for me to say. If you guys want to see more of these fan-made killer concepts for other horror characters that I have, or just if you just want me to just create one, give me like a theme, like if you want a killer who uses poison or something like that, just put, can you make a chapter for a killer who uses poison? And I'll do it. Um, of course, that'll probably just be like a fan-made killer chapter. And of course, I will, of course, show the comment that asked for it. I won't just be like, oh yeah, this is my idea. But if you guys want to see a certain theme, just put it down in the comments below. And if you guys want to see any more of my horror stories, there's Labyrinthian, which is basically my version of like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Tormented Souls, the survival horror type of game. And then there is also Willow, which is a lot like SCP and the Backrooms and everything. There's weird, anomalous creatures that are called enigmas in that story. It's about the people who actually go and like capture them. So if you guys want to see any of those turn into fan-made killer concepts, just let me know in the comments below. And with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, and I'll hopefully see you all soon. Goodbye.